Hey, what is going on, you dead set legends? Welcome to the Ready Bang, the #1 interactive live stream in the world. I'm your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler, and I tell you what, look at these two specimens that I have on the show. They both deserve a congratulations, but we'll get that to a moment. First, I'm going to start with a brand new guest to the show, and we just figured out moments before the show started, for years, we've been saying his name wrong. I've been calling him Mazahir, and it's pronounced, how is it pronounced?
Mazahir.
Mazahir. But the main thing, doesn't matter what his name is, it's his title. He's the King of India. He's the King of the Pro Panja League, the King of Asia. And of course, my man, and he was on the very first ever King of the Table match, Mr. Saidu. Welcome, my man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. It's an honor.
Mate, we're very excited to have you here. And then, of course, we've got the renegade of arm wrestling. He doesn't care where you sit on the totem pole. This man does whatever he wants. He's co-founder, co-owner of AWE, and of course, I'm talking about my man Ryan Bowen. Ryan, it's been a minute.
Yeah, man, it's good to be back on your show, Jack. I appreciate you always the invite, brother. I love it on here, and I don't know if you noticed the this way. Where is it? The
heir to the throne.
Yeah, I know he might be the king of India at the moment, but I think we've got to go on in a couple of weeks' time.
Well, that's right. In a couple of weeks, if you've been living under a rock, then let me just keep you up to date. November 10th in India. And I'm going to absolutely berate Ryan for that in a moment. But in India, we've got Ryan Bowen taking on my man, Mr. Saidu. First of all, big congratulations, Mazahir. That's gonna really run on my brain the whole show.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, mate, you absolutely dominated the Pro Panja League. Huge congratulations.
Thank you so much.
The spectacle of it looked amazing. What was it like being there?
Oh, it's the biggest. I mean, everyone has seen. The production was so big. I mean, even we got amazed seeing that. To be there, it was like very nervous. And it was amazing. It was so good. I mean, to be a part of it is like an honor. It's thank you. I would like to thank Panja for it, Pravin the best, Pretty Man, everyone who worked behind it. So good. It was so great.
Oh, mate, they were just brilliant. I tell you, absolutely loved season 1 of Pro Panja, and I can't wait for season 2.
I need to know straight off the bat, like, how close is number 2 to you? You look super dominant. Is there anyone in India that's even close to you?
Right now, I don't think, but hopefully the more will be coming. People are more motivated. The way people were training is not that motivated. Right? By coming of Pro Panja, people are more motivated and they want to do more and they train more. I mean, we can see good athletes are coming in the coming years. Like we can see a good people coming these days. I mean, they will come in and hopefully like 2-3 years they'll be good in the world as well.
Basically, let me translate that for you for everyone. He's just said he's the Levan of India. He is miles above anyone. No one can come close. And before we say hi to everyone in the chat, also congratulations to my man, the Renegade, Ryan Bowen. You could call it the relaunch of AWE Underground, looking good.
Pretty good. Hey, I really had a good time on the weekend. We only had 5 matches scheduled. The atmosphere in the room was so good that 3 bonus matches just happened out of nowhere, literally impromptu. And yeah, couldn't be happier with the feel of the production, how it's going. I think we've found our groove.
Mate, it looks brilliant. It looks brilliant. But you know who's brilliant? All these dead set legends in the chat. We've got Ravindra. Sorry if I say your name wrong. He's happy that it's all happening. My Muscle Mobility at 6 a.m. where he is. Bill Woody, my manager, saying, looking forward to this interview. Ready, bang. Of course, everyone is. The Dungeon Masters up and about. Doing, fellas, we are doing great. And a big cheers from the Queenslander. Everyone is up and about. We've got Sam Simmons in the chat. He's saying, hey, chaps. It's going good. Georgie saying, hello, guys. Hello to you, Georgie. The Woodsman in Bowen, we trust. As well as Victor saying the same thing. In Bowen, we trust. We've got a poll going. Who the fans think will win between.
How's it going now? You can see it now. Or?
So the poll at the moment, my man. We've had 68 votes and 59% saying the Levan of India is going to win.
Oh, there we go. Jake's fault. Jake, I understand that. Like, I mean, your channel, you've been so supportive of me through all of it. So your fans are just. I understand it. I understand it. Why they're not backing me, but we'll see. Can't wait.
I think I've supported you that much. It's almost at the stage now where it goes against you because everyone's like, just tell us Ryan's bad. And I'm like, no, he's my friend. He's winning. And get in there. And then we've got Fueled by Armwrestling just saying noodles. Adam Silver hanging about in the chat. Thank you very much for the super chat. He says,
I would.
Says, you better crush Bowen. Love you, Ryan, but the Levan of India is my boy. He's in there. Darko with the
he's
super
the one who
chat.
supported from the beginning, you know.
Oh, it's gonna be brilliant. Just a quick question for you, Ryan. What were your thoughts of the rise and fall of the Ryan Bowen video?
I think the Arm Historian channel does such a good job. I was impressed at how thorough he was. Like there wasn't much in the storyline that he missed. He pretty much hit all the major chapters that I've been through. So I take my hat off to the man. Dude does, and he did all of that without even consulting with me. So never asked me one question, yet found out all of that, and it was pretty accurate. So I appreciate that content for sure. Anyone who's putting that much time and thought and energy and good work in, I wish them nothing but success. So I enjoyed the video. Like I said, it's pretty good.
I haven't watched it yet. I've been a bit busy, but it's in my saved ones because I wanted to watch it because I also am a fan of what Arm Historian does. What I'm not a fan of, Ryan, you're from Australia, I'm from Australia. So I know exactly how long it takes for you to get on a plane and fly to these events. So then you go out and you start a promotion. AWE. So then I'm like, beautiful. Ryan's going to bring the talent. He's going to bring Levan from India over. He's going to get home ground advantage. And he's going to dominate. I look at my phone. I'm going to India.
Man,
talk to me, Ryan. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Well, I actually can't wait. I can't wait to go to India. It's been on my list of things I've wanted to do in arm wrestling for at least probably 4 years. Obviously, originally with the relaunch of AWE, that one of the major catalysts was the event. A bunch of the guys with their visas weren't able to get down to Adelaide, and that just threw a spanner in the works. And I was like, "There's no way I'm missing out on this match. This match means a lot. I'm really pumped for it." The Indian arm wrestling fans were very clearly getting behind the idea of the match and were looking forward to it. So there was no way I was going to pass this up. So I booked the ticket straight away. I'm going over there. So I'm looking forward to. I've never been to India. I've never experienced that region of the world. I want to grip up with everyone. I know there's a lot of arm wrestling enthusiastic arm wrestlers there.
The thing is, we are so big, our country is so big that you'll touch only like a few people, and then there's a lot of places you have to go. I mean, it'll take a lot of days to arm wrestle the guys, It's gonna be
Maz,
crazy.
how many clubs are there in India? Can you just give people who like Ryan and I was lucky enough to interview Pro Panja League like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. So I've got a great relationship with the Pro Panja League. So I know how popular it is in India. Can you just explain to people like how big it's getting?
It's very hard to explain. I mean, the country is so huge. There are like billions of people, and and they're like every they're like 20. I think there was 28 states, and there are more states now. 29, I think, and each state has like a lot of clubs, and it's very difficult. Dude, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, that's what I said. If you want to visit, you have to start from the top to the to the bottom. And it will take months to finish it.
I don't know. I'm curious. If you were fresh, could you beat all of them back to back? Could you, or would you get tired? You're that strong in India. Could you line the best 100 Indian arm wrestlers up and knock them all over?
See, I don't want to sound arrogant, but I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I just want to keep my legs on the ground and stay humble.
Mate, I'll answer for you because I gripped up with you. Was it last King of the Table or King of the Table before?
Yeah.
And the answer
Yeah.
is yes. Yes. Get the whole country to line up, Ryan. And no one from India is pinning my man. He's pinning, which then leads to my guy here, Brian, TNT, says, what rank is the big Maz? He's the Levan of India. And I'm not joking. He's number one. And number two is like in Pakistan. Like there's no one close to him. That's how good he is in India. Which was
I mean, me and Ryan hasn't gripped up yet. I mean, I'm sure I can surprise him.
We've been in the same room when
yes, but we never gripped up. Yeah.
We didn't get to grip up. I think we like said g'day to each other, and I felt your hand, and I was like, oh, I got nothing for you right now because I just pulled Khaled, and I thought, oh yeah.
At that time, I didn't want to grip up, and I just want to make the surprise for you. And I always had this in my mind to have to grip up with you and then have a match with you. But
yeah, I'll tell you something truthfully here that you'll find interesting. Obviously, Lachlan Adair and Mate Urarangi Hetamaris were in Dubai for the last King of the Table, and you were there as well. And I saw Jake going around the room asking for people to do flex offs and stuff. And I remember seeing you on the. Looked rather massive at the time. I remember thinking, oh, gee, Mazahir is in good form. When Lachlan got home and I saw Mate Urarangi last weekend, Lachlan said to me, dude, Mazahir is massive. He is really big. And Mate Urarangi, real solid, bro. He's real solid.
I think I even made comment because when I went into the crowd and I saw you there, Maz, and you just went bag it got bigger than what I remembered. Like from the previous time, I thought, oh shit! And I even think
I was around 110. Now it's almost 120.
There you go. So an extra 10 kilos since King of the Table. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I woke up.
Everything goes here,
Yeah. I woke up this morning at 108.2, naked.
Okay.
In the morning. So clothed with food and everything. I think I'm going to probably, honestly, turn up around 111, 112 clothed.
Yeah, that's true. This is at night time I took. I mean, after food and all. 120 yesterday.
Nice. I love it. I love arm wrestling where you just, like, I've done my time trying to cut weight to different things like that, matches, tournaments, and I'm so over it. I love just saying, just bring your best, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
I'm
eat
so
good, sleep well, train, come arm wrestle.
yeah. The guys in my club that I'm training with, I got Marcus Atirai 171, Mate Rangi 155. Like it seems crazy to ask people to cut weight for me. I'm just so used to just being whatever now. And I
I've
love,
gripped up with the bees. I mean, he's good. But after Larry's match, but he's good.
yeah.
So what were your first? We'll get to some of the questions in the comments in a moment. What were your first thoughts, Maz, when Ryan rang and said, "Hey, are you ready? Let's do it."
No. Like I think Pradeep said, right? I mean, I actually told Pradeep that I want this kind of match, and he was like, "Yeah, I mean, that'll be good." And I think that's time when Pradeep and Ryan had an interview, and that time they fixed it. I mean, I was like very happy at that time. I was like, "Hell yeah, that's good."
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Uh,
You didn't laugh and giggle and go, "Oh no,
no,
oh, I've got to
no,
pull
no.
Ryan."
I've
So
been
you
looking
say,
forward for this, I mean, here we grip up with almost all good guys here, Like all the world champs come here, and we have a chance to grip up, and then I think I'll be ready. And my training partner was Vachislav and Max. Oh yeah, he
yeah.
was good. So I was offshore all the time. So now it's like it's for me just rest and then I'm wrestle. All the time I'm sore, and now I'm ready.
We'll get to your training schedule in a moment. Just a quick question from Matt Rhodes for you. Says, is there any price point that Mazahir, that's going to get me, Mazahir thinks people in India would purchase a pay-per-view, $1 perhaps, or is it absolutely not in the culture there to purchase even with the disposable income to do so? Because everyone with a billion, well, I don't know how many people are in India, we all want to crack that market because there's so many people there.
I don't think there are much people who will purchase a PPU, but there are only like 10 to 20% of the people who will purchase. I mean, that too who are arm wrestling fans. But I don't know. I haven't taken a study on this, but if he wants, I'll take a study and I'll let him know.
I know, Matt. I can certainly say that we were getting very good traction with the marketing. This is before the live pay-per-view event was scrapped due to the visa issues. We ran a $2 Australian $2 early bird price, and we didn't sell one to anyone from India in that time. Which and I think the marketing was good. Like we were getting the awareness was there. So I think it's I think it's just a different culture of the way we consume sport. I mean, you guys have got the biggest sporting audience in the world. When I think of sports like cricket, there's nothing bigger than the IPL. I think that's the biggest sports league in the world, and that's the status quo. That's what fans expect. They don't pay for that. They're not going to pay for anything. Fair enough. And hence Pro Panja had 32 million viewers or something.
See,
Crazy.
the thing is, arm wrestling is not into a lot of people now. The reason behind Pro Panja into the TV was to make people, like realize this is a good sport and people want to be a fan of this, So I think in 1 or 2 years you can expect a good market from arm wrestling in India. I mean, that's something. It's going to be huge business there.
So then that brings me to you, Ryan, because Mazahir lives in Dubai, and you're both going to India.
We're both going to India, yeah.
So what's the reasoning? What's the reasoning behind that?
I want, yeah. Like I just.
But I can explain it.
Yeah. Well, I love the idea.
He just, he's gonna show off there, and beating the best. That's what is planned, but that's not gonna work.
Yeah, I like it. That's it. I gotta kill the king in front of all the people so that they know who to follow next. That's what I gotta do. No. But honestly, like I said, I've been a fan of what's happening in India in the arm wrestling culture for about 4 years. It's been really intriguing to me. And I've wanted to. I love the idea of getting over there and gripping up with as many people as I possibly can. And I've been to Dubai. I've never been to India, so it to me it just makes sense. To get in amongst the clubs there and the tournaments there, and even out on the street. To me, that's got real appeal, and I like again. If I go back to AWE's sort of revamp, we got the underground feel. It's the idea behind that is to show the world what arm wrestling is really like. The professional leagues are awesome. To represent a sport like that is brilliant. But for the most part, arm wrestlers around the world are in sheds, they're in clubs, in backyards. It's a raw sort of sport, and so we want to showcase that. We want to bring that component, but present it well, and we want to make people feel like they're there in the room with them. So you get all the detail, all the high quality cameras with lots of different angles, seeing the sweat, feeling the energy of the room, and it doesn't need to be flashy. It can be literally on the streets of New Delhi or something like that, and I think it'll be an awesome representation of the sport. So that's the angle. So I know that a lot of people have asked, how is it going to be broadcast? I know a lot of people are wanting to see this live, so there will be a live component, and it'll be a low budget live free stream on my Instagram. I'm going to do it, and to be honest, I don't mind if anyone goes live. Like anyone, I'm expecting there's going to be hundreds of people in the room. I'm expecting people to randomly go.
More.
Yeah, there's thousands of people in the room. There's going to be live streams going off everywhere, and so we're not going to make any attempts to protect that. We're just going to let it be what it is. We will film it, however, in the high HD style that you saw from AWE Underground. So when I get home, so probably 2 days after I get home, there will be a release on AWE Underground that will be absolute top shelf with the way it looks, where you'll really get to experience what the match was like. But yeah, you'll see it live and free in a million places probably.
So mainly, guys, if we want to support the athletes and everything that's going on, go to Ryan Bowen's Instagram. That's where you get to see it live.
You'll see it live.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated. I'll probably do a live commentary because I'm looking forward to this match more than most. So, and then straight after that. So it will be live. There it is. Phil Woody, Superstar, November 10th. So it's November 10th. What time does the match start?
I have no idea.
I have no idea too. I think probably in the evening, I guess. I have no idea.
In the evening, yeah. Well, I get there, Jake, the day before. So I fly in November 9th. I'm just doing the hot run. Just go straight from the plane, 1 night's sleep, 1 meal, ready to go. Sort of thing. So I'll still have the energy from my last meal in Australia burning as we start the match.
Beautiful. And the medal's coming with the super chat. Thank you very much,
mate. How long is it from Australia today? I think how many hours?
It's like, I think there's two. It's an 8-hour flight, then a 6-hour flight, or something like that.
Okay.
I'm stopping in Kuala Lumpur.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Either way, it's disgusting. Flying anywhere from Australia, it just sucks.
So yeah, Jake. One thing that I don't often address the haters, but all the haters that say Artem Taranenko had to travel and Ryan's bullied.
Nah. They can shut up. They can absolutely shut up. That is for sure. It takes like 30 hours to get to Turkey. It's a 14-hour straight flight to Dubai from Australia. It takes me 24, 25 hours to get to New Jersey. It took me like 28 to get to Norway. Yeah. Finally, someone comes to Australia and everyone's up in arms. Oh!
Yeah, but I can't wait. I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to arm wrestle everyone. I can't wait to have I genuinely think it's going to be a war with Mazahir. I do. I think that it is going to be a really, really tough match for both of us. I think that
since we haven't felt, it's going to be a surprise for both of us too. I haven't felt.
First time.
Yeah, that's right.
It is. It's a cool experience. It's the first time you grip someone. For it to be so important, it's a big deal. It's a really big deal, and it brings out a different style of pressure on both of us.
Yeah.
And I freaking
It
love
takes
it. I
time
love
to
it.
sort the hand as well, like how to go, which technique
Yeah.
to use. I mean, it's like we learn on
Man,
the table, how to beat up each other.
how tall are you? I think you're taller than
I'm
me. You're 6
foot.
Yeah, only 6 foot. Sure, I
Yeah.
thought you were taller.
He's
Okay.
6 foot wide as well with
Six-
those shoulders.
Yeah,
I'll just get to a couple of stats. Ready bang, it is my bedtime, but I'm just popping in for a few minutes to say hello and show some support. Looking forward to Ryan and Mazahir. It is happening. We can't wait. November 10th. Brian is hanging about and he says, "Will Pravin?" No, sorry, I'm on my old laptop. Will Pradeep be there?
I haven't asked him that question in a couple of weeks. He told me that he would need to get leave from work, but that he wanted to be there. So I don't know if he's going to be there, but I think he wants to be there. I hope he's there.
Yeah, he'll probably be there. I think so too.
Awesome.
And the Cap, he's my secret weapon. He says this will be a great match for sure. Loving the AWE underground quality.
Thank you, brother.
Mate, as we are. Maz, mate, I hit you up a kick of the table for a flex. Show the people now. Let's try and intimidate Ryan a bit. Show us that right arm. Show us how big it is. Give us a flex.
For me?
Yeah. Jeez.
The ratio of forearm to biceps impressive too. Like your biceps are big and your forearms are just as big. So
yeah, and like, you have a small left arm as well.
Yeah, you got the Hellboy thing going on, as we do.
Bloody hell! What about you, Ryan? Because you're saying you're the biggest you've ever been.
Oh yeah,
I don't. Yeah, I'm 100 and like I said 108. I'm actually genuinely looking forward to just standing next to Mazahir and just getting a sense of just getting a sense of what the balance is. Like, I have no legs on me at all, so I don't know if Mazahir's got legs. I
have chicken legs.
Okay, so, yeah, we hide them under the long pants, but I think we've got a similar sort of build going on. I think Mazahir's arms are bigger than mine. I'm expecting his biceps to be his weapon. I think my wrist is my best weapon. I think his biceps are going to be superior to mine. I think we're both going for the high ground. I think we're both looking to take the top roll. Someone's going to get it. Someone's wrist will go back. We'll find out who.
yeah, true.
Well, with your training, a lot of people are very interested in the training, and I'll start with you, Mazar. What does a day of full training look like for you?
No, I usually train for 3 days for arm wrestling, and I take 1 day off each. I do it in alternate days, and then 1 day a table practice. So a total of 4 days, yeah. And in between, I do a little cardio and stuff, so just to make it healthy. And I don't want to get exhausted, and so I do cardio in between. But yeah, almost all the days I train. But for arm wrestling, 3 days training and 1 day table practice.
3 days. Okay. What about you, Ryan?
Man, I've trained so much harder than Mazahir, clearly.
Yeah.
No, I'm 5 days a week in the gym, 1 day a week heavy table time, and 6 days a week arm wrestling specifics, hand and wrist with light to medium weight. That's been my program for the last 12 months, sort of thing. And in prep for this match, I've dialed into some heavy singles on the wrist and pronation, the back pressure, which is where I think the match is going to be won and lost for either of us. So I've been dialing in on heavy singles, and now that I'm 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out, it's the heavy singles have disappeared. We're talking now explosive reps with about 70% of what I was doing. So I'm just like obsessed with winning that first couple of millimeters at the top of the table. So I'm all in on it.
So then, Ryan? Where is the Levan of India's weakness?
I think his weakness is if he gets supinated a little bit. But I've noticed that everyone that tries to get anywhere inside on him gets steamrolled. So you can't go hunting for it. And because you won't put any bleed into his arm, you won't put any fatigue onto him. If you try to hook him straight up, you just get crushed. So but if you can get him supinated off his big top roll, I think he becomes uncomfortable and that's his vulnerability. So how we get to that place is the mystery, because like I said, first of all you got to deal with his offense, and I think he's an offensive arm wrestler. And yeah, look at the size of that hand. He's got a big hand. He's got a broad palm, big hand. I think he's a bicep and wrist flexion based top roller. So I don't have anyone in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Well, what about you, Mr. Saidu? What's Ryan's weakness?
See, the thing is, I will be concentrating on mine. I don't care who the opponent is. I'll just focus on my game, and it's him who has to block me. So I'll go hard on whoever.
I love it. I love it. I love it straight away, because not only we've got a clash of Australia v India, a clash of top roll v top roll, we got a clash of philosophies here. Because I'm an arm wrestler. I'm an arm wrestler that says, "What's your weakness? I'm going to take you there." Where he's an arm wrestler that just says, "I got a cannon. What are you going to do about it?" So we got totally two different approaches to this sport. And to be honest, like, you can go to the top with both. People like Travis Bajan. He's just a glass cannon, just bang, get out. He's gonna crush you or he's gonna not. Compared to people like Devin, who's pick apart everyone. So Mazahir he's packing one of those cannons, no doubt.
I just gotta
stop it. I just gotta stop it. That's all it is. One stop.
So is it best of 5 or 6 rounder?
First of 4.
First of four, and it is for the AWE Intercontinental title. Is that correct?
I believe that belt is there because we had it made. But I mean, it's there's no league like that, so don't expect the return of that. But we have a belt, so yeah. Look, we'll take it over there with us, and if Mazahir
I'm going to take that home as well.
Yeah, well, if you win, it's all yours. It's all yours for life. If you win. But if I win, I don't know. I'm taking. I'm
going to give it to you.
But then, Mazahir, do you have a crown for Ryan when he wins and he becomes the king of India? Will you present
Not
him?
Planned, but if you want, Davin, we can arrange something like that.
No. So it's going to be in India, and I just want to backtrack just a little bit, because I know, including myself, usually when there's events, and I see like Magda's in the chat from AWC. She's in the chat. She's just moved to Fight TV. Usually it's YouTube Live. It's Core Sports. Ryan, that's why I call you the Renegade, because you've got no problems trying something different. Reinvent the wheel. And hence why the success that you're having. Why Instagram Live?
Man, look, to be honest, Instagram Live, because I have, in the last 4 months since this match has been a thing, Instagram has just been the most supportive. Instagram has been where the most fans out of India have rapidly got on board. I've gone from 21,000 followers on Instagram before this match. I have now 51,000. That's happened all because of this match. Literally nothing else has happened other than this match, and I've got 30,000 new followers. So I want to thank those 30,000 people plus everyone else. I'm going live on there. Like I said, I'm expecting this to be live in a whole bunch of places. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of people in the room. Who knows? People are going to go live. It's going to be everywhere. But I'll be live on Instagram to thank the people that have jumped on and supported this match. Like I said, it's blown up.
That's an amazing thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'll be watching now. Is it just a one-off match? Just you two, that's it? There's no...
I actually... Look, Matt Connolly's going to be there. I don't know I think it's crazy for Matt Connolly to go all that way and not arm wrestle someone. I don't know who, Mazahir, but Matt Connolly, I think we should give him a match. Just let someone in the room that reckons they could take Matt Connolly, just let it happen. Just
we can arrange it. I mean, if he's coming, it's good. Perfect.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Good arm wrestlers, yeah.
Jake, I think there is a tournament on as well. That's going on. There's a tournament, so there'll be. Yeah. So, like, I don't know if Matt Collins is going to pull the tournament. I think we're going to be like an intermission or something like that within the tournament as a feature event.
Awesome.
So there'll be a lot of arm wrestlers there. But yeah, I can't wait.
We got to try and get Matt Connolly a match then. That's for sure.
We'll do that.
Yeah, surely someone will jump on the table with him. 100%.
Someone will look at him and say, "I can beat you," and then it'll be on.
Yeah, that'll be good because Matt Connolly, he needs to change his nickname to Bollywood, not Hollywood. I don't like it. He gave himself his own name.
Yeah, you can't do that. What do you have a nickname, Mazahir? Has anyone labeled you anything?
Nothing. I just want to short my name into Mazahir Maz, so that it's easier for people to call. That's it.
Maz.
Okay.
Well, we actually use we've got some guys in Sydney. Big Mario Tambakis, he calls everyone Maz. So that'd be
it's easier,
cool. Yeah. We've got Lachlan Carpenter in the chat. He says, as someone who's recently had a match with Ryan, watches everything arm wrestling, pulled a lot of the elites in USA, New Zealand, and Australia, you are in big trouble, Maz.
I mean, I think you all will be surprised. Can't wait to see his face there.
I love it.
Well, how does it go? How does round one go, Maz? Tell me exactly how round one will go.
I didn't hear you.
What? Tell me how round one, you versus Ryan, how will it go? What will it look like? Is it a quick flash pin? Are you going to hold him?
4-0. It's going to be 4-0 flash pin.
Flash pins. Okay.
And I understand why he says that, because had he have said that it was 4-1 or 4-2 or 4-3, we would have known he was lying, because he doesn't have the endurance to win a match. If he loses one round, he loses the match. So he has to.
I mean, that's like 3-4 years ago. Yeah. That's the reason I started training, and that was me without training.
But that,
I mean, I thank Oshrey. I mean, yeah.
Even if you have trained for 3 years to increase your endurance, you still are genetically you're a drag racer. You go hard. Like you can kind of change who you are a bit, but you're just geared that way. I'm not going to pretend that I can flash pin you 4 times. No way is that happening. What I can do is drag you into a fight and bleed you out. That's what everyone knows I can do to people. I've won. I went on a 12 super match win streak, and I lost 8 of the first rounds, sort of thing. So that's
right.
my
this
style.
Is best of 6, not best of 12.
Yeah. So I get it. 4-0 is the right answer for Maz to say that he thinks is going to happen. I think that I will win 4-1. I think he'll get one sneaky one in where I'll be like, that cheeky bugger is strong on that lane there, but let me bump him off it.
There you go. Everyone else in the comment sections, get your predictions in. I need scores. You know I love a score, but also I love when Bollywood royalty just come in. And I'm talking about my man, Parvin has just jumped in to say g'day. And thank you very much for the super chat, man.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the support. Really enjoy my relationship
so the match is
with
on.
Panja. And he's already got someone in mind for Matt.
Beautiful.
Here we go, Parvin. Start naming names. Let's get Matt terrified. Let's get him absolutely terrified, because we'll know the names and we're like, oh, yeah, he'll destroy Matt. That'd be brilliant. But Parvin, thank you very much for taking the time out and joining us here, because we have the King of India And Australia's number 2. Almost, well, what do we say? Could almost be, now it's off the top of my head, one of the biggest super matches in Asia.
No,
I think so, isn't it? I mean, it has to be. I mean, Maz is the man in his country of 1.4 billion people. He's the Asian champ as well, yeah?
Yeah, I'm Asian champ as well there.
Yeah, so he's the Asian champ. He's the Indian champ. He's got way more on a list role than I do at the moment. I mean, it's been a while since I've won a national title because I'm constantly chasing Lachlan Adair at the moment. And yeah, so I think it's definitely a big match for the region. It definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've made a mistake because not even thinking Dubai's in Asia. I think there've been some pretty big super matches in Dubai. So
that's all right. We're going to still take it. We're going to get more people watching this one.
We'll claim it. We'll claim it. We'll get in there. But thank you very much, Parvin is in there. We'll give Matt a surprise. Oh,
Parvin, let me tell you, when you're picking someone for Matt Connolly, I'll tell you, Matt he absolutely hates endurance. He has got the worst endurance ever. Give him someone that just is a slow pulling endurance monster and he will die. Matt hates endurance. Wink, wink. So
Maz, going to you. I know you're not one to look forward ahead. You just like, this is the match. This is all you're concentrating on. But you're at the first king of the table. You dominated Pro Panja. We need to see more of you on the big stage. So someone in the comments asked that if you beat Ryan, are you going to continue to conquer Australia and go after Lachlan? Or have you got other super matches in mind?
No, actually, for now, what I was thinking is to prepare for the WAF training. Next year I'll be participating for the WAF, so my training will be like focusing on that. But if I get a match in between, yes, I'll take it. And also, I mean,
look, if he beats me, it makes sense that he faces Lachlan. If he beats me,
yeah,
it just does. You can't say you've conquered Australia by beating me, unfortunately. Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, look! If he beats me, don't worry, I'll be making that one happen.
Yeah, and just quickly, Parvin, Pro Panja League, brilliant. That's all. There's not much else I can really say. I've told you privately. I'll say it publicly. That was awesome. Congratulations. That was a brilliant.
Actually, for the event we went a day before so that we'll not get nervous. Seeing the stage. The stage was so good and it was like a wow factor and I mean they did a very great job.
It was from looking from the outside in, it was the best, most professional production I've seen the sport have. It couldn't be beat. The staging, the lighting, the quality of the digital information that was flowing on the screen, it was slick, really slick. And then when you combine the fact that it was on a mainstream network, Sony network in India, and had 32 million views, that in its on a live show, that blows everything out of the water. Very impressive. Very impressive.
Oh, they hit a home run, and I just messaged him a couple of times. Said, mate, just looking forward to season 2. That's for sure. They've had matches on cruises, and I've been watching these guys
on the mountain, everywhere.
Their sceneries are brilliant. So definitely. So for those that aren't aware, just go to Pro Panja. So PROPANJA Pro Panja League on Instagram. Check them out. It is fantastic. Maz, quickly, is there anyone in mind that you would love to take on? I know you want to train for WAF, and if you have a match in between, that's great. But is there a specific name that you would love to have a match with?
I mean, if I'm beating, I'm sure I will. But if I'm beating Ryan, then I'd go for Lachlan for sure.
You will go for Lachlan for sure.
Yeah.
And Ryan, besides
I
the
have to
big,
take the entire Australia.
wow, Maz, I'm
Gotta get
right
through
here,
Jake's though.
son. You keep avoiding me when I'm in Dubai. I'm right here. We gripped up on the table, and you're like, I can't even move this brick wall. So it goes Ryan, Lachlan, Aussie arm wrestler. I am the final boss.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but Ryan, besides the big street parade that we'll have, and the big party and the big hug, if you get the big win, have you got names in mind after knocking off
I've got
120 kilo Levan from India?
I've got a big schedule, man. There's stuff locked in that hasn't been announced yet, but it's locked. So there's yeah, I can't say it because it's not my place to say yet, but the organizers will be announcing stuff, and then I know that already is announced. March next year, I face Ron Bath, in Ireland. So, yeah, that to me is one of that is a super special match in my mind for March next year. I would take it so seriously. Ron's the first time I pulled someone that's in the legend category. So to have that opportunity is just mind blowing. He was someone that when I found the sport was one of the legends already. He was a superstar, always was a superstar. I met him when he came to Australia as a guest and learned from him and all that sort of stuff. And so to get to the point where I get to pull him, I think he's 61 years of age now. Phenomenal stuff. He's in the best shape ever. Like for a 61-year-old, looks phenomenal. That to me is amazing. I really, really value that opportunity. So I'll bring my absolute best in March next year in Ireland, and I think that match I really believe that I can get into that match and work. I think we could have a really good match.
Yeah, it's it'd be great. I mean, I find it weird, Ryan, that yourself, Lachlan, and I all live in the same country, but can't catch up in the same country. We catch up in Dubai, and then I'll see Lachlan in January in New Jersey. Then I'll go to Ireland and hang out with you when we live in the same bloody country. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Maz, a win like this over Ryan. Now, all jokes aside, we know, the delusional Ryan and blah, blah, blah. But what does a win over Ryan mean to you and your career moving forward?
I mean, this is like I've been looking forward for this match for quite a long time. So it's like it's an honor to face him, and I do appreciate him for accepting the match and come forward and thank you so much. It's an amazing match. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna give everything for you for this match. Yeah.
It's been like that, Jake. It's been nothing but respect from Maz, and I've really appreciated that, and I hope that I can return the same sort of energy as well. I'm grateful for this match. I think it's awesome. I think we have such an opportunity to bring two nations together in arm wrestling. We're fierce rivals in cricket. Let's do it in arm wrestling as well, and let's put on a show. So I think it's gonna be great.
Great. I think this shit is going to be fantastic. I'm loving people coming out of the woodworks, because there are little murmurs that people are sick of seeing the same people over and over again. So last weekend, I'm watching an event in Singapore and learning about a lot of the Singapore, Malaysian, the Thai pullers over there. Jake the Juggernaut Chi is becoming one of my favorite pullers. He just beat Alex Toproll. And then, of course, like meeting Maz, like we all saw Maz at the first King of the Table. But I was Maz, we're at the table talking, and I said, mate, we need to make you a star. If you need help with anything, we need to make you a star. And that's when you just signed with Pro Panja and things like that. Yeah. So you know that I'm a big fan of yours and want you to get more big-time matches. Just don't beat my friend Ryan. Beat other people, but don't beat my friend Ryan. But that's the one thing I'm enjoying. So I really do hope. That everyone goes over to Ryan, or if it's on your Instagram, Maz, if it's on yours, we'll all go over there. I'll do a commentary so we can feed all the traffic to your guys' channel, because I would love to be sitting here and then, in December, Maz messages me and he's like, I've got a big match. I've got this match. So I think it's great what you guys are doing. Ryan, I love that you can't be cancelled. I love that you're just like you get stomped on, and it's like, bitches, I'm going to India. I'm going to India. You can't.
He's very passionate. I would say that.
That's it. I love the sport too much, and it's part of me. I can't ever stop. I won't ever stop. It's just absurd to think that that's a possibility. So, yeah, and I'm blessed enough that through social media I can live and pay for life, support my family through something I love. So I'm never going to stop it. And yeah, to go to India, pull Maz is an adventure that I think is awesome. And yeah, and arm wrestling is one of those things. I said AWE Underground. For us, it's like, okay, cool. Well, we're off the big stage and the big lights. Let's go underground and show the world how badass the sport is underground. Try to cancel that. It's not going to happen.
It's definitely not going to happen. Guys, we're going to go for about another 5 or so minutes. These guys have been brilliant, and I just realized we've already almost gone for an hour. So if you want to get your predictions in, if you got any questions for the Levan of India, or if you got any questions for my man Ryan Bowen, the Renegade, get in there. Get it all happening. Everyone is up and about. Just a quick reminder, November 10th, I will hassle these two to find out roughly the exact time. So it will be November 10th. So no, Ryan's not trying to go against Devon and Dennis by having it the same day. Ryan, can you tell everyone what's happening on November 10th and why you're having it there?
Yeah. Look, so originally we were going to do it on the 22nd, and it was Pavan from the Pro Panja guys who made the suggestion of doing it this weekend because there is a tournament on and we can get a captive audience of 1,000 arm wrestlers there if we do it on this weekend. So it was a no-brainer, and there's a festival on in India that week as well. So the mood should be good and everyone should be having a good time. It'll be awesome. Listen, it won't be, you won't miss this one. You won't. Just keep your phone around and you'll start hearing it buzz, because it'll, like I said, it's going to be live pretty much everywhere. Like I said, no one's going to be told, hey, there's not going to be an announcement saying no photos, no photography, no videos, no anything. This stuff's going to be up there. Everyone's going to see it. Everyone's going to see this damn thing straight away. Yes, I'll be filming at high-end production, but this will be live in, I don't know how many places. Like, how many Indian people are going to go live on Facebook or something? I don't know. Like 500 of them might go live. I don't know, but it's going to be everywhere.
So is that the goal? Like, so just say you're live on Instagram, Ryan, and then we look at the crowd and like we're expecting, because Maz has a huge following in India. So 500 phones are out there, and I go on my Instagram and I see 30 people that I'm following going live. Is that the goal, to just get as many people across as many countries across the world to share it?
Listen, so it is. In my thinking, the pay-per-view model didn't work for AWE. Logistics was too difficult. It just wasn't going to work. Pressure from contracts and things like that. So we reinvented our thought process and said, okay, yeah. And India is a great place to test this model because they're the biggest sporting consumers in the world when it comes to live and free. So we'll see what happens with live and free and just allowing everyone in the room to do it. We're not going to be able to quantify the numbers, but we'll kind of get a feel for it anyway. And so if it goes wildly successful there, awesome. Everyone just got to see the best guy in India up against the second best guy in Australia for free in a very interesting setting. And then that also lends itself to what we're doing with the Underground series, where we're filming it in ultra high definition, and we're doing attempting to at least do a really good job of bringing the rawness to the fans. So even if you've seen it live, I still think you'll want to watch this because it'll drop 4 or 5 days after the match when it'll literally take me a day to edit it once I get home. But that is the goal, so is to get maximum exposure in a free sense, and then show people how good it can be in the high-end production. And the high-end production one, it will still catch on is the theme. I think everyone who watched it in the let's call it the low resolution version, if they saw it was a cracking match, they're all going to go and line up to watch it in the HD in the good edit.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I know I rewatch.
True.
I'm at King of the Table and I rewatch King of the Table. So if it's a banging match like Lachlan and Krasimir, I'm like, oh, I can't wait till that's, till I get home and rewatch the pay-per-view. And then I rewatch it on Matt Rhodes' channel. Then I rewatch it on Core Sports channel. And then, absolutely. It's going to be amazing. Any final questions? I've got just a couple.
Put your hand up next to your head. Like touch your nose. I just want to see how big your hand is. Just so we get the same perspective. No, do it like I am. So
your nose.
I can't. He can't. Okay. Well, that's why his pronation top roll is so good. Very good. Okay. Big hand and loaded pronation. I like it.
So now, what you're saying, Maz? You're 120 kilos now. Is the plan to stay at that weight, or do you want to get as heavy as possible for this match?
No, this was accidental. I was taking rest and a lot of food. I didn't.
He accidentally got massive for you, Ryan.
Well, yeah, it's the only way to do it. I hate any other way. Just be as strong as you can be, both of us, and that's it. Simple.
The thing is, I was so sore for the past few weeks, and I just want to, get over and be strong. So that's what I did. I rested. I was warming up. I was doing a lot of lightweight workouts, and so that now I feel very strong and confident. It feels amazing now.
And just so we're all clear, Maz, any injuries, anything bothering you?
No.
You're fresh?
Nothing. Fresh, yeah.
Ryan?
Now I am, yeah.
Ryan, any injuries?
Nothing, even the slightest niggle, nothing. I am in amazing form. I feel really sorry.
Does Maz have a match beforehand before he pulls you?
Yeah, I'm flying in schoolboy just to have a match with Maz before. Soften him up for me.
So, Sam, buddy, we hang out in Dubai. I get along with you, and you're asking me what my prediction is. I am the number one ticket holder on the Ryan Bowen train. I will always predict Ryan. I'm not getting off. I am not getting off that train. I will predict Ryan to win this match.
Jake can't get off that train. He just can't. If he gets off, that it'll be the first time he gets it wrong, and I'll win, and he'll just think, "What have I done?" So.
Yeah, it'll be like 30 years, and Ryan will ring me, and he goes, "Jake, I'm going to retire, and I'm going to quit YouTube and everything," and I'll still predict him. To win matches. That's how it's going to go there. There you go. Will you move to India, Ryan, if you become number one?
I want to. I tell you, I want to compete in the Pro Panja League when that comes around again. I loved it. So yeah, I might take Maz's spot in there. What was your team? What was your team called?
Kochi.
Yeah, just call it the Kochi Blue Bowens, and then we're good to go.
The Kochi Bowens. Well, there was a question here. Who was Maz's last match? Was it the Pro Panja League?
Yeah, we have been in a couple of tournaments, but those small ones, and but the big ones was only Pro Panja. But it was 1 month back, 1.5 months back. So
funny story for you, Ryan. I don't mean to intimidate you, but a funny story for you. Alexei Vovoda avoided Maz in Dubai. So we were all at a gym the next. This was when Vavoda was a guest. He didn't the one before he pulled John, and we were all in the gym. And Ray jumped on the table with him a bit, and then Muzz gave him the universal signal like that.
And he said,
And Vavoda just went, no, went and packed his bag and straight out of here because he
there
knew.
you go.
True story. True story.
I believe it. I believe it.
It was good. Everyone's in there. Guys, if you've got any final questions, Big B wants to know. Question, would you recommend Ryan Smokes with Big B in Carlingford? Short answer, no. No. Big B is like the Snoop Dogg of arm wrestling.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. He can go from there. But anyway, Sol's in the chat and he says that Mars steamrolled through the Pro Panja. Absolutely. Absolutely steamrolled everyone. Well, we've got a 4-1 prediction from Ryan Bowen. We all know I'm on the Ryan Bowen train. And a 4-0 flash pins from there. Maz, before we wrap up the show, when will you arrive in India?
9th. I mean, the same day when Ryan is coming.
Okay.
So probably the same time, yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
So you both
Yeah.
okay, so that's not too bad. Bit longer for you, Ryan. It's Maz was telling me before the show
It's 3.5
only
hours
6 hours.
from here. Yeah.
It's only 6 hours behind in terms of the body clock adjustment, which is not so bad compared to going to the USA and being 15 hours in the opposite side of the clock. This to me is fine. So I'm not worried at all about jet lag or anything like that. Like I said, I'm gonna eat a really big meal before I get on the plane. I'll have a sleep on the plane. I'll get there, eat one meal in India, and then go home with the crown.
There you go. So, well, and if you're watching this a bit later, will the Levan of India take home the AWE Intercontinental Belt, or will number 2 in Australia take home the crown and become the King of India? Guys, can we all please thank my 2 guests on joining me here on this Friday afternoon, Friday night. We really, really appreciate it. If you all could thank them, that would be brilliant. Guys, as always, thank you so much for jumping on the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jake.